Well, hello there. Today we shall be taking an expedition to one of the local high schools. So then, let's begin. And welcome to Bow High. You didn't see anything. Oh, program of studies. Look at all these courses.
I really like all the AP classes I'm taking.
Well, I like AP Euro,
AP Bio,
Algebra,
AP Calculus.
Marketing, Macroeconomics.
Business classes because that's what I want to major in.
I'm taking Human Anatomy right now.
Theater workshop, poetry workshop, art and writing, humanities, and senior seminar.
Public speaking.
My engineering classes.
I had come from a school and I was doing some cool things in my classroom and thought I was pretty big stuff. And when I came here, I'm doing all these cool things and wondering why it's not, people are all, wow, she's doing a lot of really cool things. And then I realized everyone's doing really cool things. The bar for a teacher is set so high here that everyone brings their A game, and although that can be exhausting, it's really cool to work in a place where everyone cares. So I would say the teachers.
I'm a huge fan of the engineering courses here because they allow you to choose whatever you want, work at your own pace, do what you like to do. It's much more of an open environment than many of the other classes.
Science classes at Bow High School. AP Biology is probably my favorite class. I like the challenge that it gives, and the curriculum is really good at preparing me for what I want to study in college.
It's funny, I didn't think I'd like chemistry to teach it because it made me nervous, like kids can catch it on fire. It's kind of scary, but I love chemistry, anatomy, physiology, environmental science.
I like some of the creative writing stuff that we do, the non-standard courses, IST 9 and IST 10, I really like those because other places do physical science and biology.
And just a lot of the overall attitude of a lot of the teachers makes subjects that I wouldn't necessarily love a lot more interesting.
Well, my favorite class to teach is Senior Sem because I really love seeing a student grow as they develop a project, as something goes wrong and they have to reevaluate and figure out a different way to do it, and then they present at the end and they've done something that they're really proud of. And so to be part of that journey, and as it seemed kind of as a culmination of their time here, that's my favorite class to teach.
On the 3 days before April vacation, Bow High School students go on a trip called Intersession.
Intersession, can't live without it. Really, I mean, right now I'm working on Intersession for this year. It's just like so exciting, you get to do something totally whacked and different.
It's like Intersession because there's so many different options of different things you can do. If you want to go on a trip, you can do that. If you want to stay in Bow and do something a little differently, you can do that.
Intersession is great because you can really get away from the classroom, but still learn a lot of things.
Explore different things and go to places that we might not be able to go on our own.
I think the Intersession is really great, a great opportunity to learn outside the classroom environment.
And it was just really cool to learn things that you wouldn't normally get in school.
It's pretty much 3 days where we get to bond with students maybe we've never talked to before, and we can travel with our peers and get to know them on a different level, as well as get to know our teachers on a different level too.
I like it because it's a great opportunity to see your friends and teachers as well outside of the classroom experience, because usually you only know your teachers based on what they teach you.
I like how it brings people together. I like how when I went on Intersession freshman year, I really didn't know anybody, and I came away with some pretty good friends.
I love Intersession. I get to meet kids that I would never otherwise meet, or get to know them in a different way, and it's just a cool way to kind of have a different type of connection.
Water rockets,
Lake Placid,
Harry Potter chess sets,
A hiking trip.
Canada and New York.
We're homeless for the night and we raise money for a cause, for a homeless cause.
Dominican Republic. We're gonna help out with a school down there. We're gonna help out with some kids and getting supplies that they need.
like hanging out with them and doing sports or whatever. We're gonna be learning about the country itself.
My sophomore year I did Habitat for Humanity in Baltimore, and I think that was really the epitome of what Intercession is supposed to be, because it really gave me the opportunity to learn outside of the traditional classroom environment and open my eyes to kind of a different walk of life in America, because not everybody has the same advantages that we have in Bow.
Well, Intercession looks fun, but I think there are a whole bunch of opportunities here at Bow.
Tons of sports, and there's always a non-cut sport, and most of our students do sports.
I run cross country and track. I do Nordic skiing.
Between football and lacrosse.
And I'm doing track in the spring.
Hockey takes up most of my time, and that's probably one of my favorite things, and then sports is usually my big thing.
I was part of the football team, and we didn't have the best year, but we were a family.
We have great participation, and Bow over the years has been looked up to as an elite school athletically with lots of success. You know, we go into many gyms now in our size, Division III, where there's 1 or 2 banners hanging for state champions. We have over 50.
There's also a lot of sports teams, and our sports teams are pretty strong. But if you're not very sportsy, athletic, I don't know, you can join a bunch of other clubs, and there's pretty much something there for everyone.
Know that there's so many clubs and activities, that there's such a big variety. Anybody can find something that they're interested in.
I think like with all the different like activities that we have, like it's pretty easy to get involved.
I think there are a lot of really neat extracurricular activities here.
Girl clubs seems kind of fun.
I am an active member of the drama club. I'm on the Student Athletic Leadership Council.
Anime club and Asia club.
A huge number of clubs. They're very different, and they change from year to year because they're student generated rather than teacher generated.
I'm an officer in the Hood and Justice Club.
It's a role-playing activity, so we have a role, we have a quest every week, we dress up as the person in our role, we go outside, and we act out whatever we're doing.
It's always fun to attack your writing teacher every Tuesday.
I love Hood and Jesses. I love walking outside and seeing those guys and girls running around, and you know, and I love the fact that that's, you know, an accepted part of our community, and kids don't, you know, aren't bullied because they're part of something that's a little bit different than maybe the norm, you know.
I think the community at Bow is much more tolerant than what you see in a lot of the other schools around.
How close everybody is and how accepting everybody is.
People are very open-minded around here.
Acceptance, basically. You don't get called out for doing anything that other people don't do or anything. You don't have to be like everyone else. You get to be your own person.
Independent, we're very tolerant, and when it comes to learning, when it comes to hanging out with different people, you don't really have as much of the sort of cliques and stuff like that. You can start to become friends with whoever. It doesn't matter what you do.
My son and my nephew both went to school here, and they both transferred in. And when they transferred in their first day of school, each of them came to me separately and said, I can't believe it. I'm a new student at that school. It's my first day, and I already have friends. This is a really nice place.
Every February at Bow High School, students can write compliments to other students, and they're delivered. It's fantastic.
So we're trying to promote that. You know, we take care of each other in a lot of different ways.
Yeah, there's a ton of support behind someone because we're all so close. It's easy to rally behind each other.
We're kind of a whole unit.
Our teachers really connect to us on a personal level. They are really interested in having us succeed, and it's not just them coming here and getting paid to teach us stuff. They really want to make sure that we learn the information and are able to apply it.
The teachers, like how the teachers interact with the students, and the students themselves are really motivated to learn and stuff, and the teachers are really motivated to teach them, so I think that creates a good learning environment.
The relationships I've been able to develop with my teachers have made me more capable of learning from them.
And that we recognize the individuality of students, that everyone isn't cut from a cookie cutter mold.
We all try to model how we all work together as teachers, as faculty, because most of our job is collaborating with each other rather than just being in our own little classroom and doing our own little thing.
And I think we model that for kids, and they have a lot of opportunity to collaborate.
Bo's biggest asset is their students. I think a lot of them have the drive to learn and excel.
I saw people like in the atrium talking about actually what they did in class instead of whining and moaning about the next test they have tomorrow.
Our community benefits because our parents and the community is involved and does care.
I think that the overall attitude at Bow High School is a positive attitude, and I think that goes in between all classes and all grades, and I think that that's a pretty special thing.
That's one of the things that really brings us together. Instead of kind of focusing on being the person that everybody else wants you to be, you can become an individual, and that's really important.
The great thing about Bow, they accept you for who you are.
Bow High School is a place where you can do what you want to do and be who you want to be.